Hi, since we now completed the subjects of lists and dictionaries, now I'm going to create a new Python notebook and I'm going to rename this as sets. So that's what we're going to learn within this lecture. So sets are collection of data structures like lists and dictionaries. But in sets, you cannot have an element more than one time, okay? They have to be unique. So we didn't see that in lists, right? So let me create a list for you. So my list is equal to 1, 2, 3, and 1 again. So we have 1 2 times, right? So if I call my list, I will see 1, 2, 3, and 1. And let me turn this into a set, and I have to see just one time in that set because set contains unique elements. So let me do some casting. Actually, we have done this before, right? So we had said int to just convert a string into an integer. So if I say let me just mark this down for you. So this is casting, okay? So if I say I want to convert my list to be a set, so set parentheses my list. So this converts my list to be a set. So if I call my set, let me show you what we get. So I have 1, 2, 3, and I don't have that second one because they have to be unique in a set. So what can you do with a set? If you have a list with duplicated items, you can convert it to be a set and you can just get rid of these duplicates. So let me create a new set for you and show you how to do that. So you have to use these curly braces and just type the elements that you want to be in. So let me type 1, 2, 3, and 1 again, and let me call my set 2, and it's still going to show me 1, 2, 3 because it will just omit the second one because they have to be unique values. So let me call type this time to see what type my variable is. This is a set. So in sets, you have unique elements. So let me do another example just to make sure that sets are working the way that we want. Let me create another one with a string this time. So this is ABA, shift enter, and if I call my set 3, then I will see only A and B. So you have the possibility of including strings, integers, and everything like we used to do in lists and dictionaries as well. So it's kind of a dictionary in a way that we define it with curly braces, but we don't have key and value pairings in here. We only have elements as we have in lists. So sets are just like this. And let me show you something else. So we already created lists, dictionaries, and sets, and we always gave the initial values when we create them, right? So we said that my set is 1, 2, 3. But what if we don't know the initial values? So can we create an empty list? Can we create an empty set? Yeah, of course we can. But why do we want to do that? Maybe we are just downloading from the internet. Maybe we are getting data from some other class, some other program, I don't know. So maybe we have to initialize this as an empty list. So my list is going to be an empty list, just like this, okay? So square braces here, and this is empty. So if I do type my list right now, I will see this is a list. But if I call my list, it will just pop out an empty list. So if I say my list append, now I can append the data that I got from anywhere. So I can say my append, my list is 1. So I can append as many as I want right now. So if I create a set, for instance, my set 4 this time, I can do this. So empty curly braces. So I can say my set 4 and it will pop up an empty set. Okay, and if I just verify this, type my set 4, this is a dictionary. And as you can see, it says that this is a dictionary because it can be a dictionary and a set. Okay, so if I don't give this, I can give this, right? I can have key value pairings here, or I can just have single elements. So Python confuses if I wanted to create a dictionary or if I wanted to create a set. So I don't know how to deal with this at this moment right now, right? So what can I do to make sure that I created a set or a dictionary? There is a way to do that actually, besides having these empty curly braces or empty square braces at all. So I can say key 1 is 1, then my set 4 is going to be definitely a dictionary. But at this point, maybe I just wanted to create a set, and the way to do, proper way to do this actually, my set 5 is going to be a set with parentheses. So now I definitely have an empty set. This means that I have created an instance of a set class, and we're going to see what it means in the future. So if I call my set 5 right now, it shows that it's an empty set. It's definitely a set, not a dictionary. So I can say my set 5 dot add and add whatever I want to add, like 1. So this is my set 5 dot add like 2. Okay, let's say my set 5, it will give us 1 and 2. And if I say my set 5 dot add 2 again, and if I call my set 5, it will only show me 1 and 2 just once. So my set 5 is definitely a set. So we can use this thing in other examples as well. Like if I want to create my dictionary 2 to be an empty dictionary, an empty instance of a dictionary, so this will be a way to do it. So I can say my dictionary 2 key 1 is now 1. And if I call my dictionary 2, I will see the key value pairing of key 1 and 1. And can we do that with lists? Of course, my list 10 is equal to a list. And now I can append anything I want. Let me type my list 10. This is a list. And if I call my list 10, this is an empty list. And I can say my list 10 dot append and insert any value that I want in here, like a. And if I call my list 10 dot append to, then it's all included in the list, like append I don't know, another list. And if I call my list 10, it will be all displayed to me. Now we know about sets, and now we know how to create empty dictionaries, lists, and sets as well. So let's stop here, and we got a couple more data structures as well, and we will see them in the next lecture.